How'd you become a football fan?
I have a family full of guys. I got 6 brothers and my daddy, and so they grew up sports fans, and they was big on football more than anything. So I love the Steelers. It's Steelers all day. Who got more rings than us?
Is Memphis just up for grabs for the NFL fandom? Because Steelers feels kind of random.
Majority of Memphis is Cowboys and Steelers. So I became a Steelers fan since I was 3 years old.
You really think you obligated to your sister money?
Yeah, why I'm not?
What you do for her to get the money?
Laid on the floor with her, the rats and the roaches.
You don't get nothing?
Nothing at all. My brother is still doing DoorDash.
With your sister's money, what do you expect?
For you to be the one to make it out, I feel like she should have gave us a push start. She been on 4 years, bro. She got endorsements with Sheen, all types of shit. I'm Googling her network every day and getting mad and mad.
When you started putting out music, what did your family say?
Like my first song I did, I remember I was just in the car playing it with my daddy. Like, I think I was still in high school. I had just got out of high school. And I was just cursing so much. My dad said, girl, what the is you talking about? I used to rap way worse now. Like, I used to actually talk about guns and stuff when I used to rap. But I don't do that no more. Like, they was supportive though. Like, after they knew that's what I really wanted to do, because they thought I was playing around at first. Once they realized I was actually serious, they started supporting me.
But I ain't gonna talk about how you got me sent to jail for a whole week. We ain't gonna talk about that. How you tried to shoot.
Okay, now I got her sent to jail. I thought I went to jail. Now I got her sent to jail. Which is it?
I ain't gonna talk about
Which
that.
is it? Nikki, so our mama got on GloRilla lying.
You keep my family out of it, keep me out of it. You see, where you at?
Girl, this white looking bitch going live right now. Our mama got on GloRilla live lying. I don't do this cause I just want to work. Girl, Nikki, didn't you try to get our mama on that at a job? At the casino?
I ain't never been.
Cause GloRilla was having a struggle, right? Thank you. Man, don't stop playing with me. And I got something for her too. I should never stop that motherfucking money. Y'all back some. Yo, she was a horrible mama. If you let the lights get cut off, Reds roaches, what the fuck are you? Alright, hey, send me all the number ASAP.
Say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million?
She can get all of it like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
$2,500.
25, like, how, for, that's it, just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
2,500 flip.
I think she would jump at that.
Fuck with your friends, but it's crazy how you got 10 siblings out here struggling. I'm sleeping on the next motherfucking couch, bitch.
Bitch, you ain't on no couch.
I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed. Okay, my bad. I got a little over. I've been on the couch. Fuck. I've been on the couch. But yeah, Rambo want to sit here and do his little 2 cent in. Can't damn well, but y'all need to stay the fuck out of family beef. Cause Rambo, you get some the weed plants. I say a weed. Why I get a weed plant? Hello? Why I can't get a couple of bowls? 6'7". 6'7". Why I can't get 6 or 7 bowls? Why I can't get flown out to a weed plant? And we eat ketchup sandwiches together. Rambo did not struggle with us. If you cool with him, that's cool.
But I ain't stop doing that sympathy. Like I said, you could have been on that lace funny, acting all lace and money. But don't try to bring my name like I don't take care of my mama. Bitch, my mama go shopping every chance she gets. Guess why? Not because of you. Because you sent her $1,200 that you already owed her, bitch. And like I'm gonna leave you alone because the world don't know that you a like literal mental patient. And they laughing at you and not with you. You making a fool out of yourself. I want you to know that. Like, I could have got on there and told them how you broke out of Lakeside. How you had to take an IQ test and they determined that you had to go to the mental hospital. And how you broke out there. And they had to find you and come bring you back. You're a mental patient. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. And the world is making fun of you, and I hate that for you.
She not obligated, but she obligated to do shit, motherfucking friend.
10 siblings, extreme poverty, one sister makes it out, and now the family is exploding online. GloRilla's sister Scarface just went live and aired out everything. She says they grew up eating ketchup sandwiches, lights off, roaches everywhere. while Glo now lives courtside, unbothered. Scarface claims Glo helps friends, dancers, and industry people, but not her own siblings. She says, "You talk about the struggle in interviews, but none of us are shining." Receipts were posted. Glo responded silently with with memes. No lives, no arguing, just vibes.
One sister is reliving trauma on live. The other is protecting her peace and moving forward.
This is your debut album.
Yeah.
What can people expect from it?
A solid ass project. Like I'm touching different subjects on there. Like it's like every song I'm rapping about something different almost. Like everything it got substance to it. So yeah, I'm excited. I got some pretty cool features on there.
Yeah, I'm excited. I heard a couple that I thought were great.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you feel like you have one of them ones on here? Do you have a Yeah Glo? Do you have a TGIF? Do you have a Tomorrow? Is there a record on here that you feel like really is gonna go?
Well, TGIF is on there, but
okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I love all the songs from top to bottom. Like I feel like I don't know which one they gonna take and run with, cause I feel like all of them are great songs in different aspects. So I feel like it's like one of them classic albums.
And for it to be your debut,
yeah,
potentially a classic, that would be incredible.
What happens when the person you grew up surviving with becomes the person you feel you can't trust anymore? Because right now, GloRilla is at the center of a viral storm nobody saw coming. Not because of music, not because of rap beef, but because her own sister is online, emotionally shaken, claiming the family is falling apart behind the scenes, and hinting that things have gone way deeper than anyone expected. Social media has been locked in, fans are picking sides, and the Woods family story is starting to look less like celebrity drama and more like a real-life pressure cooker that finally exploded. And once you hear what allegedly happened inside that household, you'll understand why the internet can't stop talking. But this wasn't just about fame. It started way before the spotlight ever showed up. It all began with Victoria Woods, also known online as Scarface, going viral after speaking out about her sister GloRilla. Her tone wasn't playful. It wasn't clout-chasing energy. It sounded like someone who'd been holding something in for years, and finally snapped. Victoria claimed that while GloRilla's career has taken off, parts of the family have been left behind. And once that idea hit the timeline, people couldn't look away, because we've seen celebrity family fallouts before. But this one felt raw, personal, and almost painfully unresolved. And the craziest part? Victoria wasn't just talking about money, she was talking about survival. But to understand why this hit so hard, you have to understand how they grew up. Victoria described a childhood that honestly sounds unreal to most people watching from the outside. A household with over 10 kids, extreme poverty, food insecurity, lights cut off, roaches and rats treated like normal, and meals that weren't meals, just whatever could stretch. She described moments like sharing cereal between multiple siblings, or eating ketchup sandwiches just to get through the day. But what made it even darker was the isolation. Victoria claimed they were homeschooled and rarely allowed outside, almost like the family existed in its own world, cut off from everyone else. And when kids grow up like that, family becomes everything. Your only support system, your only friends, your only safety. So when one sibling finally escapes that environment, it doesn't just change their life, it changes the entire power balance. And that escape came fast the moment GloRilla blew up. GloRilla's rise was one of the fastest in recent hip-hop. In 2022, FNF went viral. And suddenly she wasn't just a Memphis rapper, she was the Memphis rapper. Signed to CMG, co-signs from Yo Gotti. Industry doors swinging open overnight. One minute it was regular jobs, the next minute it was yachts, designer fits, and major festivals. A real Cinderella story. But here's the thing, when success comes that fast, it doesn't give you time to process, and it definitely doesn't give families time to adjust. Because while the world was celebrating GloRilla's glow up, Victoria was claiming the people back home were still stuck in the same struggle. And that contrast, that's where resentment starts growing. And according to Victoria, the abandonment hurt more than the poverty ever did. Victoria alleged that their mother was still working long shifts, that siblings were still struggling, and that GloRilla had distanced herself from certain relatives completely. the internet immediately split into two arguments. One side saying, she doesn't owe anyone anything. The other saying, how do you forget the people who slept on the same floor as you? And that's what made this story so addictive, because it wasn't just celebrity gossip, it was a cultural question. Then she took it even further, saying being known as GloRilla's sister comes with attention, but not support. Then the story hit a new level when TMZ stepped in. Once Victoria appeared on TMZ, the drama went mainstream. And the moment that stunned viewers, when she said a relatively small amount of money could have prevented so much of this fallout. She claimed that even a few $1,000s per sibling would have made a difference. And the hosts seemed shocked, because compared to celebrity wealth, that number sounded almost symbolic. Like the argument wasn't about cash, it was about feeling forgotten, feeling erased, feeling like the struggle only mattered in interviews, not in real life. And once that interview went viral, the internet started digging deeper. And that's when things got messy. Because once social media gets involved, the past never stays buried. After Victoria went viral, old stories and alleged records began resurfacing online. People started painting the family dynamic as complicated. Not clean cut, not hero versus villain, just trauma layered on trauma. Some fans began questioning Victoria's credibility, others questioned GloRilla's silence. And that's the trap of internet drama. It turns real family pain into entertainment and forces everyone into sides. But the deeper truth, this wasn't a storyline. This was a family that never healed. And when fame entered the equation, it didn't fix anything. It amplified everything. And then Victoria began making comments that sent the internet into full panic mode. In her most alarming viral moment, Victoria hinted that she felt unsafe, saying that if anything ever happened to her, people should pay attention. Now, to be clear, these are her words, her fears, her emotional state. Not confirmed facts. But online, that distinction disappears instantly. Fans spiraled into conspiracy theories. Comment sections turned into war zones. People started connecting dots that may not even exist. And suddenly, what began as a family financial dispute started sounding like something much darker, and that's exactly what makes this story so dangerous. Because when trauma meets fame, and the internet adds gasoline, reality gets distorted fast. Suddenly, what could have been handled privately becomes public spectacle. Every emotion gets amplified. Every rumor becomes a headline. And every family wound gets ripped open for millions of strangers to debate like it's entertainment. And that leads to the real question. What does this reveal about success? At the end of the day, this story isn't just about GloRilla. It's about what happens when people survive the unthinkable together. When siblings grow up sharing struggle, hunger, and hardship, believing that one day somebody will make it out. And then, one person finally does. But instead of healing the past, that success creates a new kind of tension. Made a good story. Not when it came time, made a good story. Not when it came time to actually rebuild. Fame doesn't erase childhood wounds. Money doesn't undo dysfunction. And success doesn't automatically create peace. Sometimes, it just creates distance. And the saddest part? The internet will treat this like content, like a viral moment, like a trending topic. While a real family is breaking in real time, pain becomes clips, trauma becomes commentary, and strangers online start choosing sides without ever knowing the full truth. Because family trauma doesn't disappear when the money comes in, it just changes shape. And when the spotlight hits, nothing stays private forever. Every crack shows, every silence speaks louder, and every unresolved hurt comes back to the surface. So, the real question is, does success actually save you? Or does it simply expose what was always there? Pain becomes clips. Trauma becomes commentary. And people pick sides without ever knowing the full truth. So the real question is, can fame ever truly coexist with family trauma? Or does success only expose what was always there? The resentment, the silence, the hurt that never got healed? Because once the spotlight hits, nothing stays private forever. Every crack becomes visible. Every family issue becomes public conversation. And what should have been handled behind closed doors turns into something the whole world is watching unfold in real time. So the real question is, how does this end? Will this family ever find peace behind the scenes? Or is this only the beginning of something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this story, it's far from over. And if you want to stay updated on everything that comes next, from the latest developments to the deeper truths the headlines won't explain, make sure you hit that like button, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel right now. Because we don't just cover the viral moments, we break down what's really happening underneath them. The internet moves fast, but the truth always comes out eventually. And when it does, we'll be right here. Stay safe, stay sharp. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching full video. Like and subscribe the channel. Stay tuned for such interesting videos daily.